Welcome back, traders. And today we actually got a Bitcoin mining stock roundup in Compass Mining. So that's what we're going to look at today. Bring this up, Bitcoin mining stock roundup June monthly numbers. Let's see how our favorite Bitcoin mining stocks did this last month. Let's see. Mining difficulty continued to increase by an average of 3% over the month. Global hash rate reached an all-time high, 514. That's pretty great, actually. High hash rates are a bullish sign for us. I like that. Network difficulty increased by 43% year to date. I imagine the Bitcoin ordinals had a lot to do with that. That's very good, and one of the reasons I'm thinking Bitcoin and Bitcoin mining is a good trade this year is that, well, Bitcoin mining specifically because of those ordinals and the higher fees, which are just creating higher network difficulty and translating to higher stock prices for us. Price of Bitcoin increased 24% over the last 30 days. It's also very good for us. As long as Bitcoin can hold over 30,000, miners are going to be doing quite well. Already been broken. Well, maybe expect it later on. Anyways. Oh yeah, it already went above this line here. Didn't close though, kind of came right up to it. Same here, we came back to the 0.236 level, which is just under 30,000. It needs to hold this 0.236 level on the Fibonacci. Otherwise, basically it needs to hold up above this line, or we could potentially be dropping down to this 0.618. We might go to the 382. If we bounce off the 382, that'd be quite bullish. Going back all the way up to the top of the range, likely. Anyways, we need to hold above this line here. Yep. Miners have seen an average increase of 82% over the same period in the last 30 days. TeraWulf increased 128%. Why don't I invest in TeraWulf? Been around since 1995, so it's done different things in the past then. I mean, it's a very erratic history. That's probably why I didn't get into it. I don't really like Bitcoin mining stocks that have like crazy erratic history. I like something more like Mara here. So I kind of ignore these two back here in 2012 and 2014. That's when they IPO. They were still searching for their price discovery. People weren't really sure what it was worth yet. And then going all the way down to this bottom here in 2017, leading into that big run up. That's where I feel like it really began. We got like this normal jump up to about 23, came back down during the winter to 30 something cents. And then we did a much higher move the last time around to $75 before coming back down to 3, making a new floor at $3, and now we're on our way back up again. Anyways, this is interesting. North American miners were able to take advantage of hot weather in June and sell power back to the grid. That was pretty interesting. They'd get credits for doing that, especially in Texas. Why they mention that here. Another thing to be aware of is that the mining stocks also can sell their computing power for high power computing needs, similar to Applied Digital, which is an AI stock that does web-based services. They're sort of taking business away from Amazon, but it's a very similar sort of thing that Applied Digital does, which should probably make me a little bit nervous about Applied Digital. I do own this one as well. If Bitcoin mining stocks can do the same thing, that could be an issue here. Also, looks like looks like we're forming a base up here, a distribution zone. Might be looking to come back down to this $3-4 range. Moving on. What have been the best growers last month? We have Wolf, Hive, ZMGI, IREN, Mara, RBK, Hut, Riot, CleanSpark, Cipher, Bitfarms, Bitcoin, and then Bit Digital actually came up least this month. I have noticed that my shares did not grow nearly as much as my Mara shares or my Bitfarm shares. did, but that's okay. Argo blockchain. Um, don't own Argo, so I'm just gonna skip that. This is where I want to see the mining updates. This, see if there's any differences here. Bit Digital got a higher hash rate from 1.3 to 1.78. That's actually significant increase in hash rate. I like that. Bitfarms from 5 to 5.3. I also like that. Uh, but hasn't changed. Mara 17.7. Mara went up 2 points here for hash rate from 15 to 17. TeraWulf went up big. This is why I don't buy them though. No Bitcoin hodl. Don't like that. Don't like that one bit. Let's see how the treasuries have changed. Arms had. Ooh, they had to sell some Bitcoin, so Bit Digital's going down a little bit. Oh, sorry, I looked at the wrong one. Bit Digital actually went up from 454 to 485. Bit Farms from 549 this month. They went up a little bit, but 9,000 went up by 100. Mara went down a little bit. I don't love that. Perhaps they were strategically taking profit. That's good. See how their efficiencies, their Bitcoin mine per hash. Let's see, Bit Digital is 66.9 last month. Last month it was 94. That's not great. 77 for Bitfarms. 93 last month. Hut was 46. They were always kind of bad compared to 56. Mara 55 compared to 85. Wow, that is a significant drop. So Bitcoin mining, the efficiency of Bitcoin mining in June was terrible. I like these little roundups here, like Bit Digital got about 4 Bitcoin per day, which is an 8% increase. Interesting. So their per hash went down. Maybe that's because of their increase in their hash rate. Maybe they're still working out the efficiencies in those new machines. Could be an issue there. I mean, yeah, looks like the Bitcoin per day has been increasing in terms of what is being mined, so that's good on all of these. Mara, biggest Bitcoin production, followed by CleanSpark, then Riot. Bitfarms is in the middle of the pack here. Bit Digital is near the bottom here, just around Hut. But Bit Digital also has the smallest hash rate, so that's something to take into consideration when thinking about how much they selling or how much they are mining. In terms of sold, they sold the least last month too. I like that. Bitfarm sold a lot. Mara sold a significantly larger chunk of their Bitcoin than other miners. That's somewhat concerning. I hope that was mostly profit taking and not out of necessity. Bitfarms is one of the most efficient miners, up there with Hive. Bitfarms is in the middle of the pack. Mara, not great. Hut and Riot bringing up the rear on efficiency. Hash rate utilization. Bitfarms is using 93% of their capacity. Digital 86%. Riot only using 50%, 56% of their capacity. That's very low. No wonder they got a serious ding in efficiency. Perhaps that's from selling back energy to the grid in Texas and using some of their computing power for high power computing processes. Let's hope that's the case. Bitcoin sold. Hut sold the most. Well, not the most, the most of the Bitcoin miners that I personally care about, and Mara sold the least of their production. Along with Bit Digital, they also sold a very low amount of their production compared to others last month. And that's the breakdown. So this month, kind of a interesting month with increases in percentage of Bitcoin mined while efficiencies are dropping. Looks like a lot of miners are selling almost all the Bitcoin they're making per month. Let's see if that changes for May. I guess we can't compare that. Yep, that's it. Look at the utilization comparison though. Last month, yeah, riots. Yeah, the utilizations were way higher last month. They must be finding something else to do with their hash rates, with their computing power, to see just significant drops. Aura dropping more than 10%. PBT is about the same. The farms dropped about a couple of 5-6%. Um, Riot Riot dropped significantly, but I believe that was mentioned here at the top. Yeah, Riot. They've been selling a lot of energy back to Texas. Maybe too hot to be running some of their miners last month. That is also a factor to take into consideration. Anyways, like, comment, subscribe, and have a profitable day.